Hey guys, what's up? Today's video is tonight's video, it's actually like 7:55 at night, which is not that bad for me, at least. Hey, so we are going to get ready together. I haven't done one of these in a really long time. Well, I have done like a talking get ready, but I haven't done one where I do a Q&A at the exact same time. I figured that would be a little bit more interesting than just watching me sit down and answer questions, just doing nothing but talking. So I've seen a couple of people do this and I think it's a really good idea, so I'm going to copy them and do one on my channel. I am self-tanned. This is Tarte's Brazilian it's actually glow on the faux something shit. I'm going to just get started. I do want to use this palette in this video because I've just been eyeing it. It's the Nightingale eyeshadow palette by Pretty Vulgar, and they did send this to me and it looks like this. I just think it's so pretty, it's smoky, it's nighttime. It kind of looks grungy to me, so I kind of want to do a little bit of a grungy look. Not full-blown grunge, but like just kind of in that direction. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this video, but we shall see. I am drinking wine again because filming just still makes me kind of nervous. Ugh, this is such shitty wine. It's so bad I have to chase it with water. I just posted my Instagram photo asking for questions because I'm unprepared and I didn't think ahead and ask way earlier. So this is going to be coming at you live. So I'm going to wait for that to come and I'm just going to get started with like my face stuff. So I'm going to use my primers. I don't know what to use. By the way, I'm probably going to be using all like new makeup in this video because I have so much new stuff that I really want to show you guys. So I wasn't really intending on this video being like all new products, but it's just kind of gonna happen that way, so yeah, just gonna let you know. So this is what it looks like. It's called the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. Primer plus moisturizer in one. Hyaluronic acid and niacinamide. Oh, whoa. Okay, so it looks like a little dropper, I guess. Actually, I don't know. How do you squeeze this out? Oh, it's, wow. So it does have a pump, I just didn't see it, so I'm gonna pump that on the back of my hand, I guess. I'm kind of like scared to pump it on my face, or maybe I'll pump it in my palm. Ooh, so it's super moisturizing, it's super lightweight. It doesn't really feel greasy. Oh, I just burped. What to use for foundation? Lordy lord. I kind of wanted to use this cool brush that I got actually a while ago. I feel bad that I haven't used it yet, but it's from Eloise. So thank you, Eloise, for sending this to me. It's massive. It's like pretty much the size of my whole face. I don't get these whole brush things, but I want to try them because on Instagram they just look amazing and people just get them to work. What is in my eye right now? So I have these Smashbox Studio Skin Shaping Foundations. And yeah, is that my color? I could probably go a little darker, honestly. But no, this is gonna wash off, so I probably should go a little lighter. Actually, I'm keeping it on tonight, so I gotta match that. Just kidding! This is actually a really neat idea. I actually really like this, but I'm not a huge fan of stick foundations. I don't think I have another new foundation that I really want to try. Actually, I have this Shani foundation. This is Perfect Canvas foundation. This actually does look like it would match me. You know what? I'm gonna give Shani a chance because I don't feel like they're really talked about much. Maybe that's for a reason. But they are cruelty-free, and this is a foundation infused with vitamins A, C, and E, and it's paraben and talc-free. So it sounds cool to me. I think it's pretty thick. I'm just gonna pump that on the back of my hand and blend it out with my beauty blenders. This is by it's the same people that make this, which is so freaking cute. Sponge Dry, that's who it's by. And this is like my second favorite sponge compared to the Beauty Blender. I still can't completely get away from the Beauty Blender, so I just wet both and I'm like transitioning. I like still have to have this on standby in case something doesn't go right. I have separation anxiety with my Beauty Blender. Oh yeah, I wanted to use the brush. Shoot, I'm all over the place. What else is new? Okay, so that pumps out really fast. Holy Sharza. Let's clean my desk off since it went literally everywhere. Damn! Literally at the end of my desk, which is like 7 feet long. Is that gonna match? It's a little bit more orange. My tin is a little more brown. But maybe with contouring we can like even it out. hate when this happens. That's what's so hard with self-tans. It's like they're always a different undertone than my foundations. I feel like they're always so much more green or like muddy brown. This actually looks really pretty though. It's got good coverage. It's going on really easy. It's not like drying. I can really blend it out pretty easily. It is kind of wait a minute, I may have spoken too soon. Yeah, it is clinging to areas a little bit oddly. Okay, this is like
not okay.
Holy shit, I didn't even realize how fucking orange that was. Okay, no, we're starting over. Bye-bye. And we're back. I hate when that happens because then I feel like I just had to wipe off all my freaking primer, so I am going to reapply that. So I'm not going to use Shiny because this was just not my shade at all. This was for like an Oompa Loompa. I am going to try the Tarte Clay Stick. I'm using Tan Sand and Tan Deep Honey. I don't really think either of them match this right now, so I'm just gonna try to do my best. God, this looks orange as hell too. None of these are gonna match this fake tan at all, I swear to God. And this was the lighter shade, so there's no way in hell I'm gonna go in with that one. What is wrong with me? Now I just wipe my primer off again. It's a disaster. Stand by. I'm back. I'm going to try medium beige. Okay. We might have a match here. Oh well, it's good enough for me. Here we go. It's working, you guys. I'm a cool Instagram girl. Ooh, I'm going back in areas that I feel need a little bit more coverage. That's what the foundation looks like. It looks really good. It's definitely dewy as hell. I'm just going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape. This is in light medium. I'm gonna see. Yeah, that should work.
So I'm just gonna go, of course, under the eyes. Bring it past here because I have a lot of darkness around the edges of my eyes. I'm not sure why. Does anyone else have that? I am gonna go on the top of the lids too because it's a good eyeshadow primer if you don't have one. A little bit on the chin. Around here, I'm just gonna conceal those, and hopefully when I set with powder, it'll be more in place. And a little on the forehead as well, and on the nose.
Okay, so now that that is on, and I've totally forgot to even do the Q&A, which I just realized. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm literally staring straight into that light, and I feel like I'm dying and going into the light. Has anyone out there ever died and gone into the light and lived to tell the tale? Comment below. That was so weird. I don't know if that looks good because I'm blind now. Now I'm going to use the Smashbox Studio Skin Shaping Foundation, and I'm only going to use the soft contour side. So we are gonna go just like, ooh, that's really creamy so far. I go just like that, and like some like, woo! Okay, now let's blend this out somehow. What am I gonna use for a brush? This is a Blend a Hand brush by The Balm. And I'm just gonna try to like blend this out. Okay, nope, that's gonna take 6,000 years. Yeah, so I'm like a totally different tone. I'm like super yellow and then super like red brown down here, greenish brown, red, whatever. Can't really tell at this point. It happens to the best of us, you know? And I am going to use a brush to do my nose contour because that needs a little bit more precision. Not like I have any idea how to do it, but we gonna try today. And then again, I'm going to set all that down in place with the same powder that we used. And I'm going to put that on my chin, nose, forehead, and kind of like under... Oh shit! I left that. You guys are probably like, oh god, she's gonna forget. For that, I'm gonna take this brush by NYX. It's number 23. And just go to town. Ooh, this is actually really good to blend out cream contour with this brush because it's super flat and dense. Okay, so that's done. So now I'm going to start the damn Q&A because that's what this video is supposed to be about. So from here on out in the video, I'm not going to be talking much about the specific products. I might name them, but I'm not going to really explain what I'm doing. You're just going to have to see because I want to focus on the questions. The first one I see is Lizbeth, and I am going to go in with some Bahama Mama bronzer over that cream contour. So Lizbeth asked, what made you want to go brunette? Looks so gorgeous on you. I also loved your blonde. Thank you so much. I was really hesitant to go brunette, but it was something that I had always kind of thought about, but was always too scared to do because of the process of going back blonde if I didn't like it. I don't know, I just saw a couple people do it with blue eyes and it just made their blue eyes pop. So that is like one of the reasons I do love my hair brunette, because it makes my eyes pop. I definitely at this point miss my blonde and would want to go back. I just don't have the money right now to go back blonde because it's so expensive to keep up with, and this is just a lot cheaper because I am dyeing my hair at home right now, which I swore all my life I would never do, but you know, this is kind of like the darker reason why. Like, I like the, oh, I just wanted to see my blue eyes pop, but the darker reason was like I was in a really bad place in January when I dyed my hair, or December maybe it was, and I didn't feel like myself, and so I just kind of like wanted to look like somebody else. I was like, I'm chopping it off and I'm dyeing it dark. So now I'm gonna do brows, and I've been using lately the Too Faced Chocolate Brownie Cocoa Powder Brow Pencil in the shade Deep Brown. So Kelsey Carr asked, what is my favorite tattoo? And my favorite tattoo is my humpback whale on my ribs. I haven't shown it on camera yet, but this is her. It's kind of hard to show, and I will be doing like a updated tattoo tag. Molly M. Parkinson asked, what are you most passionate about? And this is like the easiest question ever. I'm sure a lot of you guys know what I'm about to say, and that is animal rights. I don't really talk about it much on my YouTube. I try to include things here and there, but I definitely, that's like one of my goals, is to get a lot more involved with animal rights and see what I can do in my hometown and on YouTube and my social media platforms to really make a lot bigger of a difference than I am right now. I get really scared to talk about it, honestly, because it's such a controversial topic, especially when it comes to veganism and stuff like that, and you know, telling people what to do when you should always speak up when you see something wrong happening anyways. I mean, isn't that like what we're taught when we're kids? I'm just trying to think of like clever ways to do it instead of just my normal Instagram post here and there. I'm figuring it out, but if you guys have any ideas or ways that I can get more involved, or like creative like series I could do, or I'm already thinking of like a makeup series that I can do all about animals, so it's gonna get people aware of what's going on, or like surrounding different species and things like that, and how people can get involved and help. So that's something I've been meditating over and thinking about for a while now, and I really want to start. Just starting is the hard part. Animal rights is definitely what I'm most passionate about. It's what I've always known that I've wanted to do since I came out of the womb. I said that I wanted to save animals, and I never really knew what that meant, and now that we're in the 21st century and we're in the state that we are in when it comes to animal rights and how fucked up everything is, I was obviously put in this generation for a reason, to be somebody to change things, because we desperately need change and they desperately need change, and that's why I'm here. And I'm really excited to see how I can help and do more, and I believe that that's why I was given this platform in the first place. Anyway, so I'm just gonna set those down with some clear brow gel, and I just went in the front with some blonde by ColourPop just because it's a little bit lighter and it helps it look more natural. Brows are on. Now I'm going to zoom in for the eyes. You can see how bad my skin is when I get up close like that. Okay, so here's what the palette looks like up close. So like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I do know it's gonna be kind of like dark and grungy, so I am going to take a little bit of RCMA powder, and I'm gonna put this on, where's my sponge? Ah, it's on the floor. And I'm gonna take the flat side, and I'm just going to dip that in there, and then this isn't baking necessarily, this is just going to catch any fallout. You just want to lightly kind of push, and this is a great technique, it really does work. I've experienced it myself. So I'm going to be taking pillow talk right here, or pillow fight, my bad. Pillow fight right here. I'm going to be putting that all over the lid. So Ray on asked, I struggle with mental health and I'm wondering if you have any tips on self-care or learning to love yourself. I know you've spoken on your personal mental health before, so I'm curious to see if you have any tips for people who are currently struggling. So I'm not going to go into too much detail on this or depth. Not that I wouldn't like to, I would love to. I'm just going to make like a whole separate video on that. I have lots of plans to integrate mental health talk, a series or something, and I'm going to be telling you guys all about my struggles because I finally feel like I'm in the best place that I've been in months, and that's not even the best place that I could be. Like, I am so far from where I could be, but I'm so much farther than where I was. So I feel like that's enough to kind of speak on it. I am just gonna say this to answer this question, is that the main thing that I needed in that time was an outlet and somebody to talk to. I was even going to counseling at the time and that still wasn't enough. And for me, I always wanted to talk to my mom. So if you don't have a mom or like a counselor or a best friend to talk to, you need that. Being alone is like the worst thing in the world in that time, and I was alone a lot and I just craved connection. Felt like nobody had any idea what I was thinking, what I was going through. I would talk to people and I would just end up screaming and yelling because I would get so frustrated that they would just have no understanding of what I was really saying or what I was trying to describe what I was feeling. You know what I mean? It gets insanely frustrating. So just have that outlet, have somebody to talk to, even if it's an online network, like an online network of people, or even if it's like a self-help kind of hotline, suicide hotline, something like that. You have to have something to talk to and just get it out. Even if it's online, typing it, like, you just can't keep it bottled up. And the second thing, my tip would be read books. I can't tell you enough how much reading books has helped me. If you want some suggestions, I did make a video recently on my top 5 books that have helped me in the past, and I have a lot more and I'm going to be updating those videos, but I really recommend those for starters. You just get so lost in a book. It not only like helps you stay mindful and not only gets your mind off of whatever you're dealing with, but you learn so much. It's stuff that you just don't learn anywhere else. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with hide and seek now. Right here, it's like this muted gray color, taupey gray. I'm gonna put that in my crease. Brushes and brows asked, well, she asked a bunch of questions, but I'm only gonna answer one so we don't make this too long. She said, what is your favorite vegan dinner? This is gonna be really hard to choose. I love pad thai. I love Thai food in general, but pad thai, I'm vegan obviously because it can't have fish sauce in it. Yeah, with tofu, lime, it's the best. I also love Italian. Pasta is a guilty pleasure. Yeah, I love pineapple fried rice. I love Asian food. And I also love burgers and stuff like that. So yeah, lots of stuff. I'm gonna go in with Nocturnal right here and apply that on my brow bone. Rybread127 asked, do you ever plan on having kids? And I'm sure I've answered this in the past, like other Q&As, and it was probably like,
yeah, I want to have like 2 and I want to name them like Sally
or something. I probably had it all planned out. But now that I'm aware of what's going on in the world, I think my answer is no. Like, deep down, obviously I have those maternal desires and obviously I want to be a mom, you know, like that'd be so awesome. But the truth is I don't like kids, honestly. Like, I just don't. I've never liked kids. They've always just annoyed the living hell out of me. Some of them are really cute and I can handle, but most of them I'm just like, get away from me. But I think with the state of the world, I don't really want, or I don't think it's right necessarily to bring a child into that kind of world. I don't think it would be the right thing to do. Obviously, that's just my opinion. People are gonna be like, what the hell are you talking about? But if you research about what's going on out there, shit's about to get ugly. So I'm putting After Midnight. I'm putting that in my outer half, outer V, and I'm using another brush by The Balm. It's called Crease Love and Happiness, and it's like this super tapered crease brush, which I've never had one of these, so I'm super glad they gave me this. Take a little bit more of hide and seek and just blend that out. XX Garden of Eden asked, have you found Owl and who is that new kitty I saw on your Snapchat? So no, I haven't found Owl. For those of you guys that don't know, I have 2 cats named Owl and Blue, and about a month ago I left a window open that I wasn't aware didn't have a screen on it because it was a brand new window that they had just put in, and I guess they forgot to put a screen on it, and I let the window open for the cats, and I checked I opened 2 windows, and the first one that I opened, I checked to see if there was a screen, because I'm not like an idiot and just open windows and don't check, because I have cats. And I checked one and didn't think that I needed to check the other one. I just went ahead and opened it, and that one did not have a screen on it. So they both jumped out of the window, and I live on the 2nd story. They were both gone for about 2 days, and I was looking everywhere, and the worst thing about it was that I was having construction. Like I said, they had just put those new windows in, and so they were like doing my neighbor's windows and everyone's windows, and there was construction workers everywhere and loud noises and giant machines, and it was like the absolute worst time to try to find cats because there was so much noise, so many people. It was also raining both nights, like pouring rain, and I was just sitting in my house. I was heartbroken. I just could not believe that they were outside. It was not fun for me. So after 2 days, I did eventually find Blue. She was under a car outside of my apartment, and she was soaking wet. She was so dirty. I felt so bad. I just grabbed her and just held her in my arms, bawling my eyes out, just ran up to my apartment and put her inside and continued looking for Blue or Owl, but we haven't found her. And the other day I was just bawling my eyes out for like an hour, and I've like really been trying not to cry or think about it because I'm trying to use the law of attraction to attract her back, and I know whatever, I believe in it. Kind of part of that is like not being sad, because then you're like kind of admitting defeat, and you can't really think like that. You have to remain positive and really just visualize her coming back. I'm taking All Nighter now, which is the darkest shade, and I'm putting that on my outer V with a pencil brush. And then the other little kitty that you saw, my boyfriend actually was in a parking garage and found a kitty there and caught her and brought her here, and so I've been like taking care of her, and I don't know if I'm going to keep her. It was kind of like perfect timing, but like I also just kind of feel really bad. I'm still heartbroken like about Owl, and so I don't know if I'm going to keep her or he's going to, or we're going to try to find her a loving home or what, but that is who that other little kitty was, and we don't have a name for her yet because once we name her, we're gonna get attached and want to keep her. But maybe that will end up happening, and then I'll just get another cat. Wow. I have no idea how much of that wasn't filming. Well, guys, I don't know where that cut off. I think that I was answering a question about self-harm though from Sarah C. I was just talking about how I could help other people if I did go public with it, and that meant more to me than just being ridiculed for it, because I know that I'm not the only person that's ever struggled with it. Obviously, there's so many people. I mean, you could just look up statistics about it. I don't have to tell you that a lot of people self-harm. I think that we already know that, and it's not just angsty teens, it's adults, you know, it's everybody. So this isn't just some like whatever topic. It's serious, and it's definitely going to be something that I talk about in my series when I talk about mental health, because obviously that coincides with that. So I think that's all I'm going to do on the eyes. I mean, it's okay, it's pretty, I guess, but I think I'm going to do something weird and do like brown on the bottom. I am going to go in with some, I guess, brown. Should I do black or brown liner? I guess I'm going to do black on top and brown on bottom because I'm a freak. I definitely can't answer a question while I do my liner, so I'm just going to speed through this. Now that that's on, I think they're pretty even. I'm going to go in with It Cosmetics No Tug Waterproof Gel Eyeliner in brown. And Amelia asked, what are your views, or wait, what did she ask exactly? What's your view on marijuana, weed, pot, the devil's lettuce? This is a really interesting and good question because it's definitely changed so much throughout the years. I went from smoking marijuana when I was probably like 15, 16, and then I got saved and completely stopped smoking weed because I thought I had a spiritual experience where God told me not to smoke weed ever again. And so I literally took that so literally, and I watched all this Christian stuff about it and how it was so bad for you and la la la. So I demonized the shit out of it for 5 years. And then when I was discovering myself and getting into spirituality and veganism and losing kind of like my past beliefs, I decided to give it another try. I loved it, and I began smoking again, like religiously every single day for about 1.5 years, I would say. So I'm going in with Flip Out now, which is right here. Taking it on a little flat brush, and I'm just gonna go like this and smoke this out. But yeah, so I got like really attached to it, and I know marijuana is not technically addictive or whatever, but you can definitely develop a really strong dependence on it, especially if you deal with mental illness. And so that's what I was basically doing. I was just self-medicating with marijuana. And a lot of people with borderline personality do that. A lot of people with bipolar or just depression in general, anxiety. Marijuana can be used to help and treat a lot of different things, which is why I am a fan of it now. And there's just so many benefits to like CBD oil, and there's just a lot to it when it comes to legal things and politics and how much it could help. And yeah, I'm not gonna get into all that now, but I'm definitely a fan of marijuana. I think it should be legal 100%. Ooh, I kind of like that with like the cool tones on my top. I don't really know what to do for blush because like it's so cool toned. Guess I'm gonna do this. This is by Tarte. This is in Exposed. For highlight, I'm going to use the Smashbox Spotlight Palette in Pearl. This is the collaboration with Casey. So congrats, girl. I've been using this like crazy, so I'm going to mix these two. And I'm just going to highlight the cheeks. Yeah, I'm not a fan of how my skin is looking in this video, so I don't think I'm going to continue to use those clay stick foundations, because like I just feel like you can see everything. Like I guess it looks more skin-like, but to me it just looks like gross. I guess that's it. I'm just gonna add lashes and then put lips on, and then we shall be done. Woo! I'm just gonna apply some Ardell Demi Whispies, and let's see if we can answer a couple more questions. By the way, I'm texting my friend because she just asked me what this video was that I showed her a long time ago was called, and it's about veganism. Big surprise, but it's called The Best Speech You Will Ever Hear by Gary Yourofsky, and I highly recommend. Kaylin Evans asked, do you have any tips for meditation? I want to start, and I've been reading a bit about it, but I don't know where to begin. So I didn't know where to begin either, and I got actually kind of forced into meditation because at my treatment center, meditation was a huge part of it, and I did an hour-long meditation probably every day. But yeah, so I was kind of swung into meditation, and I was really happy about that. But if you are not going to be doing it like that and going to classes, which I do recommend, I definitely recommend going to meditation retreats and classes. That way you can kind of be forced to do it, because if you're just in your house, like, you're not going to be as motivated to do it by yourself, especially just sitting in quiet. So what I recommend doing for beginners is doing guided meditations, and that's still what I do because I still consider myself a beginner. I don't meditate every single day. I wish I did, and I'm trying to get there. But yeah, I definitely recommend guided meditations using apps. The two that I recommend are Calm and Headspace. They're really great apps for meditation. I love Calm. They have a lot of great sleep meditations and meditations for anxiety and guided breathing techniques and stuff like that. So it's really helpful to have a voice guiding you, because it's a lot easier to stay mindful when you have something to cast your focus on, which is the voice, instead of just your breathing. It just helps you get into kind of the swing of meditation, I guess. So nobody kill me for this, but I am going to be using my Glam Eyes by Rimmel. And here's the thing. I don't actually use Glam Eyes by Rimmel because it's not cruelty-free. I just use the wand. So I'm having separation anxiety from it because I've been using it for the past 7 years. Like, this is the only mascara I've used on my bottom lashes in 7 years. Like, I don't know any other YouTube beauty guru who has done that and not changed her product. So this is like my holy grail. I haven't even bought it in probably like 2 years or something. So this is like the oldest bottle, and there's absolutely nothing left in it. Like, there's not even like, it's old. And so what I've been doing is just dipping my wand into different mascaras and then using the wand to coat my bottom lashes. So I don't know if that's technically being a bad girl and not being vegan, but one of you vegan companies out there need to copy this wand so I can, you know, still use it and not feel like a piece of shit. Now I'm taking Break Free, which is up here. It's like a sparkly white, and I'm going to use that to highlight. Ooh, I honestly thought, like, when I was putting my brush in it, I was like, this color's gonna suck. Because, like, the way it's, like, really dry and hard and powdery, and then when you put it on the eye, though, it's like, BAM! So this look isn't super grungy as it is. Like, that's what I was going for. I mean, it's dark and smoky. It's definitely a nighttime look. So I think for the lips, I want to do something to kind of pull out the grunginess. So I want to do, like, a really light gray purple or like a super dark grungy like oxblood. Your matey Katie your matey Katie, she said, if you had the chance to tell your 16-year-old self advice, what would it be? Let me think about this while I get my lip products. Ooh, this would be so cool. Oh my god, I'm doing it. Yeah. So I'm going to use ColourPop cream gel liner in the shade dtla, and I'm going to line my lips with this. I'm pretty sure this is not for your lips, but what the fuck ever. So I thought out that question, and I could go super deep and philosophical and shit, but I'm not. I'm just going to say that I would tell my 16-year-old self that literally all of this is a game, that all of this is pretty much just do not take any of it seriously, and just to get through it, trying to be as happy as you can. Like, I don't know much more to say than that. Like, all of it is just not real. I would tell that bitch that you don't know anything, you think you know everything, you think you got it all figured out, and you know nothing, and you'll never know anything for sure. Don't take any of it so seriously. And don't care what people think so much. Jesus. Here we go. Oh! So grungy turned into space alien. Why wouldn't you do a sister tag with me, you bitch? That was my little sister. That's a really good question, Michaela. I'm sorry. Ew, I just called you Michaela. So that is it. That is all the questions that I'm going to be answering in this Q&A / get ready with me. This went from like grunge inspiration to like totally like avant-garde space galaxy princess bitch. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you so much. I will see you in my next video, and yeah, bye guys.